hero's descendant, and an advocate of art. Let's learn more about the colorful life of this empowered woman who's also responsible for Art Fair Philippines.
Art is so basic. I think it just adds to life and anybody can learn about it. So I've always been interested in introducing art to people in a way that's not intimidating. Anybody can learn about the world. Anybody can learn about art. It's for everybody. It's not just for an exclusive group of people who know stuff about it. I'm Ongpin-Periquet. I'm an arts and culture advocate, and this is my profile. I am from a Chinoy family. When you hear the word Chinoy, you think there's a specific type of person who has traditions from both sides. But I really identify as a Chinoy in the sense that my ancestors came to this country from China and they settled in the most Chinese place in the city, which was Binondo. We are Chinoy, but maybe we grew in a different way. We developed in a different way. In my family, we really have a strong patriotic streak of kind of finding beauty in our culture, in our arts, and our heritage. The interest in the arts is very strong in my family, on both sides, I would say. Roman Ongpin was the father of Alfonso Ongpin, who was the biggest probably art collector before the war here. So Roman Ongpin was Filipino Chinese. His wife was the granddaughter of Damian Domingo, and her father was also a painter. He started a hardware store, which like many Chinese do, but it really specialized in art supplies. I remember visiting my great-grandfather, Alfonso Ongpin, who was the collector, who was already bedridden, but he was surrounded by many things, paintings, a lot of historical documentation. When I was in Ateneo, I decided to do my undergraduate thesis on Alfonso Ongpin as a collector. So of course this all fascinated me, aided me, but the result of that was I realized I needed a bigger picture of what art could be in the world. I just knew of my great-grandfather as a collector. I knew a little bit about Philippine art, but I wanted to have a broader worldview of art. So I went abroad and I studied art history. When I came back, one of the first things that happened to me was my mom was the head of what's called the Museum Foundation of the Philippines, and she asked me to join it. So there I took care of their lecture series, things like that. And then eventually, together with a couple of friends who were there also, we decided to try something new called Art in the Park, which we thought would be a nice way of introducing people to art in a very unintimidating atmosphere, relaxed, casual. So if we started with maybe 12 galleries, we now have 60. It's really grown over the years and it's become very successful from the start in really drawing a wide audience for art. I always believe that art is such anybody can connect with it, I believe. And I think that the best way to connect to it is to keep it a simple experience, not to complicate it with too many words. Art is so basic. I think it just adds to life. You can like it to hang on the wall, but you can also like it because you like what the artist is doing, you find it interesting and you want to know more about it. Anybody can learn about the world. Anybody can learn about art. It's not just for an exclusive group of people who know stuff about it. It's for everybody. I'm Ongpin-Periquet. I'm an arts and culture advocate, and this is my profile.